Hey Max, when Charles got you at the start, what was going through your mind? And he pulled out a gap, but it seemed like you saved enough tyres right at the end.
Well, I was just upset with my start because I didn't understand why it was so bad. I just had a lot of wheel spin. And then, once the safety car period was over and we actually started pushing, the pace was very similar. It was only like 1/10 or half a tenth here and there. But then at one point, the tire deck started to kick in and we seemed a bit better on our tires. So I could close the gap down again. And then it was still, these cars are definitely better to follow. But it's still very hard to get within a second because with the tire deck during this race, as soon as you start to be within a second, you still start to slide a bit more. So it took a bit of time to actually really get a good run. But then once we had the good run, we had a good move into turn two. We gave each other enough space, but it's been like that already, of course, the whole season so far, so I didn't expect anything else.
And expecting more of the same tomorrow, do you think you've got a car that might be stronger in the Grand Prix pace?
I think they will learn from today as well. For sure, also from our side, we can do better. But it was a positive day, but tomorrow is again a different day, so hopefully we'll have a strong race car again.
Charles, great start, and you showed some really good pace, and then I guess the tyres just went off towards the end?
Yeah, I mean, I did a great start, and then we were in P1, and it was all about trying to get Max away off the DRS, because otherwise I knew I was very vulnerable. So I pushed quite a bit on the tyres, and obviously paid the price in the end of the race with the front right graining, which was quite a bit. But it's okay. I mean, the main race is tomorrow, and there's not much we can change, but the compound and the driving for sure. So I'll work on that and try to optimize that. But it felt like, and it feels like maybe in race pace this weekend they have something more than we do.
Yeah, I was going to say Red Bull, they did look quick today in terms of race pace. What do you think is possible tomorrow?
If we do everything perfect, I still believe that we can bring the victory home. But let's say that it's going to be much more difficult than the first three races because they seem very, very strong on high fuel. Let's see.
Hey Chaco, great progress today. Pleased?
Yeah, I'm pleased with the result and with the pace. It's all we needed from today, really, to minimize the damage from yesterday. So starting P3 for tomorrow's race, I'm looking forward massively.
You look very comfortable with the car. The win on the cards tomorrow?
That's my target and I will go for it. I'm certainly a lot closer than I was today.
Hey Lewis, you were saying yesterday that these days, weekends are just a rescue. What was it today like?
I lost points, so I lost positions, so it wasn't a rescue. Unable to do that today, unfortunately.
How did the car feel generally? Are you expecting a difficult race tomorrow on Sunday?
The car's felt like it's felt all year, so not that great.
How are you feeling about tomorrow? It's a longer afternoon, more opportunities. The weather might do something.
I mean, we're faced with this issue. There's nothing I can do. All I'm doing is trying to do the best job I can. Some weekends it goes well, some weekends it doesn't. But we're obviously not fighting for a championship. We're fighting for to get into top 10 at the moment.
Hey George, I'm anticipating that you were expecting a challenging afternoon. Did it turn out to be the case out there?
Yeah, it was definitely challenging. I think we had some relatively good pace, but we were stuck in a bit of a DRS train, and we just didn't have the speed in the straight to really attack into turn two. So that made things doubly difficult. But I expect tomorrow there'll be more opportunity. But we need to do something different to our rivals to be able to move forward, because it was clear today it wasn't easy.
Did it feel productive this morning, the learnings that you found?
Yeah, I think it was good. We've got a lot of laps on the board, probably global learning to take into future events. Nothing that will really make a big difference this weekend. But yeah, we need to. It's so difficult to concentrate when there's people talking around.
You're doing a good job.
But yeah, we just need to make the most of it tomorrow, and yeah, I think I've just completely gone off course there with what I just saying. But anyway, we just roll with it, and P11, more opportunities tomorrow, and try and move up the grid.
Hey Lando, I know you lost a couple of places, but reasonably happy considering the pace of the car?
I mean, as happy as I can be, I think. I don't know, considering I was like behind Charles and Max and I ended up like 20 seconds behind in 20 laps. It's for me not the nicest thing to see, but it's the best we could do, with our package and with our car. I think we still have to be very happy with these positions. So yeah, some nice points, and hopefully tomorrow we can just find a little bit more lap time just to make my life a bit easier. But apart from that, I'm not expecting anything magical.
So you're thinking that at least at bare minimum you should be able to hold on to those points in an ideal world tomorrow?
I mean, the maximum we can achieve is 5th, unless people ahead crash or have retirements. So yeah, no chance to do them on pace. So our focus, I guess, is on Bottas, because I think he was quite quick, and probably a few of the cars behind that. But yeah, although it doesn't sound amazing, 5th and 6th, like it's our aim at the minute, and the only thing we can do. So we'll see what we can do.
Daniel, considering you lost all of the run this morning, I guess you must be pretty pleased to at least have held where you started today.
Yeah, it's definitely like the on paper result is really good. Or, you know, this morning's all about race prep, and we obviously didn't get it. And you know, it's yes, we've done. You know, I've done over 200 races, so it's not like I'm not prepared to race, but knowing what tyre to start on, where to set, you know, things like the front wing and the switches in the car and all these little things, you know, this is certainly valuable, especially in a sprint race where you don't have a pit stop or anything. And these are the things that obviously compromise you. So, yeah, if we did the race again now, it would definitely change some things. But with all that being said, you see it ahead of us, it's Red Bull and Ferrari. So actually the result was good, and I just think we'll be a faster car tomorrow.
So how much do you think that lack of data gathering this morning on higher fuel is going to hurt tomorrow, even with all that experience that you've got?
I mean, maybe there's still like a little bit, but I think we learned enough this afternoon to obviously, let's say, remove any, I don't want to say like excuses or like hesitations or anything heading into tomorrow or concerns. So yeah. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm aware that Bottas missed this morning as well, and he was right on my gearbox at the end of the race. So maybe they just kind of licked it. I can't lick with a mask on, but you know what I mean? Maybe they just guessed it and got it better. But yeah, so there's certainly a lot to learn.
It looked after qualifying yesterday that you just struggled a little bit today on the softer tyres.
Yeah, I mean, we struggled for pace, and we struggled in the end with graining. So I think we did what we could. Obviously, it's a shame that there was a bunch of cars behind, and I was eaten up at the end. But yeah, let's see. I think the soft is probably not the first choice tomorrow.
When you run the harder compounds, does that give you a little bit more optimism that you could be?
Yeah, but that's the same for everyone. I mean, obviously you want the benefit in the first couple of laps of the sprint. We expected less graining. There was more in the end, and I think others as well. I think I looked at other cars in Parc Fermé, and I wasn't the only one.
Hey Lance, it looks like it was tough to make progress out there today.
Well, I mean, I think we got everything out of it. I mean, the others seemed a bit quicker, so yeah, we'll see tomorrow.
How did the car feel generally? We haven't had much dry running this weekend.
Yeah, some issues, you know, that we got to work on, but you know, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. Maybe a bit of rain, mix things up a bit. We'll see.
Hey, Nicky, talk to me about how the car felt today.
Yeah, it's been tricky today. I think seemed like in FP2 there was a little bit of progress. It was a little bit better than I was expecting. And then, yeah, for just whatever reason in the sprint race, it just felt quite a lot worse, struggling more with the tires. Just have to try and understand that. Yeah, it was not fun out there for sure. Just even on the other tire, you know, expecting things to come back to me at the end. But I mean, I already felt I was losing my tires from lap 3 on the harder compound. So it's it's tricky. Some stuff to go over tonight, and let's see what we can improve for tomorrow.
So if it was tough on the harder tyres today, you're expecting a long afternoon tomorrow then?
No, for me it wasn't because of the lack of grip or anything like that. I mean, I think that the harder tires normally tend to suit us more, and that's as well why I didn't want to go on the soft tire. I'm already struggling with the tire management on the harder compound. It's going to be even worse on the soft. So yeah, I think tomorrow hopefully should be better. I mean, the C2 tire seems to be a better tire for us over the past events, so I hope that's the case tomorrow.
Hey Yuki, after the challenges of qualifying yesterday, it was nice to see you made some progress today.
Yeah, I think it was a good start, and happy the position I gained, how much I position I gained. Obviously, needed more work for tomorrow to score points, but a good play to start compared to P16. And yeah, I mean, keep working like this, and yeah, we'll see tomorrow.
How did the car feel, and does that give you confidence for tomorrow that you can fight up into the points?
Yeah, the pace seems pretty okay. It's not great, so it's not like, great, and it's not super easy to overtake as well. So of course we need to see how we can improve. But currently, for today, I'm happy for the setup, also the car, how the car behaves as well.
How did the car feel out there today?
Tricky out there, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was. It was tricky. We didn't really have the pace of everyone else. We tried to keep up with everyone, and then we get a lot of digs. So yeah.
How are you feeling about tomorrow? You tend to go strong on the harder compounds. Maybe a one stop, it could be something.
Hopefully, I think we have to wait and see. But yeah, that soft tyre doesn't suit us. So luckily, we've got rid of them all. We don't have any left, and we'll try and do something. Something different.
So it looked like a difficult start, and then you made some progress all the way through the field.
Yes, difficult start. This time was some wheel spin, so need to take the learnings for tomorrow's start. But afterwards, yeah, really pleased with the sprint race. And
possible tomorrow, and how much do you think it hurt missing all that running in FP2?
Top 5 tomorrow. I think that needs to be the target for us. So yeah, we do have the pace for it if we get everything right. And also, yeah, luckily the tires, they lasted nicely today in our car, so gives me hope for tomorrow. But yeah, first of all need to take the learnings today and then move on.
Joe, sorry to see you crash out of the race so early. Can you talk me through that moment with Pierre?
Yeah, because to be honest, I didn't see the footage yet, but it was quite a lot of fighting between me, Pierre, and one of the Mercedes. I think it's Hamilton.
And tough, I guess, for the Grand Prix tomorrow that you'll be starting towards the back of the grid.
Yeah, I mean, it will be less opportunities, but I think looking at the weather forecast, you know, everything is still happening. There's more to play for. It's too early to give up yet, but yeah, let's get the car fixed first and then we have a look.